Hey, Rogues! Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. Yeah, Kira, I completely forgot to update the command for this game with some light historical information about the game that we're playing. So, you know, we're playing The Room, because the wheel told us that we should. I believe I have played it before on the iPad a number of years ago. I'm not gonna remember anything. I can't even remember for sure if I did play it, but I didn't put the first playthrough tag on because I think this might not be my first playthrough. Hey, there's a thing. When we currently we're playing The Room, created by Fireproof Studios in 2012. It is an indie game. It is essentially an escape room game, if I'm remembering or understanding correctly. I hadn't thought about The Room in forever, and then like a couple months ago, Becca Scott was playing The Room 4 on stream, and that was like, oh yeah, The Room. And then of course Tony put it on the wheel, and the wheel spun it, so that's what we're playing. And sorry about the little bit of delay there at the beginning. I don't know what happened with the stream. Who knows what my internet's gonna do? Whoever knows what my internet's gonna do. And then it came back, and as soon as I went live, a bot account followed me. So I have banned and blocked that account. Also, the one that followed me yesterday was also a bot account, so I banned and blocked that one as well. Because the one that followed yesterday is apparently one of the ones that's been triggering the hate raids. So, and because of all that, I forgot to start the captions. They should be on now-ish. But, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're staying on followers only 10 minutes for the moment. If we have to adjust to that, we will. If something does happen, I'd say just don't even acknowledge it. Just give us a moment. I may run an ad. I will end up turning off alerts and locking down some things like channel point redemptions and things like that. just to keep us safe. So, just to let you all know what happens if something happens. That isn't to say that something will happen, but you never know. Right now, Twitch isn't a safe place. Oh, thank you, Portico, for the stretch. I will stretch. Speaking of, next week on Wednesday, it's a Monday. Maud is in no mood for non-torpedo based shenanigans. Yeah, let's get that parasympathetic nervous system engaged. Next week on Wednesday, when I would normally have an archives stream, there will be no archives stream on this channel or on the library's channel next Wednesday, September 1st. So not this Wednesday. I'll still be doing an archive stream this Wednesday. Next week on Wednesday, though, I will be taking part in the A Day Off Twitch, which is basically a bunch of streamers going dark and asking people not to watch Twitch for a day to hopefully get them to pay attention and do something about the rash of hate raids that have been hitting marginalized streamers. So we know a couple of people within the extended community who have received those hate raids. One streamer who we regularly raided not too long ago, Amy Dallin, got one a couple of weeks ago. One streamer who I think we've raided maybe twice, Pleasantly Twisted. The last time that she went live, I think it was the last time she went live, Saturday, or might have been Friday. Maybe she's been live since then, I don't know, but Friday, she was live for almost 4 hours, and it was basically non-stop from the time she went live until she went off the air, non-stop hate raids. So, clearly there is something wrong with their system, that they're letting this many bot accounts in and unable to block this type of behavior. So I will be taking part in that Day Off Twitch on September 1st. But in the meantime, I thank you all for coming to watch. I thank you all for the support that has happened there. I thank you all for any support that you're throwing there. I can't point very well at things on screen. I may be adding some functionality there. I don't know what rewards to give. If I was to put together tiers, I have no idea what to give you all. But I will think about that. I mean, we're such a small community anyway, but any support that you give is greatly appreciated. Also, if you have not seen and you are generally here with me till the end of stream, I generally raid on Mondays over to Q Times for Clear Skies, and then on the last Monday of the month for Blood of the Void. Clear Skies is not happening tonight, but they will be going live. The episode has been postponed, and in its place, they will be having a special announcement. That's all I know. We will raid over there and try to raid as soon as they go live, because I don't know whether they'll have like any sort of countdown screen or time between when they go live and when they start. So I'll try to raid as soon as they go live so that we are there for whatever this announcement may be. But that is the plan for the end of stream. And hopefully you will join me for that. But yeah, how was everybody's Monday? Hopefully had a good Monday. I was somewhat stressed out. Last week was move-in, and all of the students are here, physically here, and doing everything in person. So, first day of classes, which is always chaos. with regard to parking and getting places, and and I had to leave campus and go to the post office to pick something up today. So I had to deal with the whole parking situation twice. And just the plaza outside the library was people everywhere. If you have ever been to the National Mall in DC, not during like a major event, just on a regular day, the National Mall in DC, there are just clumps of people just walking everywhere, and it's like being at a busy mall during Christmas time. That is what the plaza outside the library was like today, and of course they were outside, so they weren't wearing masks. So we had groups and clumps of people walking across the plaza within arm's length of each other, like almost shoulder to shoulder, groups of people, and I'm like, you should be wearing masks. You're too close to each other that even outside you should be wearing a mask. And then of course we had our first of the semester, our first positive COVID test notification for our building. We got that around noon. I'm just like, just my stress level. My stress level at work is just well above my head right now. Hi, Hannah. Oh gosh, 95, no. Oh, Portico, parking demons, yes. When I got back, so I generally get there around 8 a.m. and most days of the year, I have no trouble finding a parking space around 8 a.m. I got there at 8:05 today and barely got a space. And then when I left to go to the post office, when I came back around 11 o'clock, I had to wait 20 minutes before a space opened up. I just sat in the car watching and waiting, and then one of my coworkers from the library, actually, I saw her and she was walking into the parking lot, and I just kind of followed her, and she got in her car and left, and I pulled into her space. And I'm sure there were parking spaces. There are plenty of parking spaces on campus. There are tons of parking spaces on campus. The 20-minute wait for a parking space in the parking lot near the building I work in was faster than parking where the university would tell me to park, because there's always spaces, and then waiting for a bus and taking that bus to get across campus. So crossing campus is probably roughly 2 miles from the Chicken Hill lot, which is on the far side of campus from where I work, and is not near anything, which is why there are always spaces. And that is where they would tell me, hey, there's plenty of parking. Chicken Hill's never full. But Chicken Hill requires me to park, wait for a bus, ride the bus for a half an hour to get to the building I work in. So waiting 20 minutes in a parking lot is faster. Not as many as before, thanks to major construction projects. Yeah. Yeah, our campus is really big. And we've got, I think, undergrad and graduate students, we have around 40,000. All hail the Multimodal Transit Center. Oh yeah, all the buses go in there now, don't they? So there's a possibility I would have had to go to the central hub and wait before it took off to go to where I needed to go also. I don't know, I haven't been to the central multimodal transit hub yet. Oh. But rather than dealing with the stresses of the real world, how about we try to escape from a room that we don't know why we're in? This is a puzzle adventure game. Point and click. So I will probably need help. But let me see if I can get this up on the screen. And we're going to have searching for a game to capture, because we always have that. Give it a moment. There's the room. Our lovely little... I don't know what instrument that is supposed to be. I should, but I don't. Anyway, how about we start a new game? And a fruit fly has invaded my room today. It keeps buzzing around the computer area, and if you see me looking very distractedly, it's because there's a fruit fly buzzing around it. I need to refill the traps. They like apple cider vinegar. Alright, tutorial. Click to begin. Click and drag. Oh, I missed that. Double click on the envelope on the top of the safe to focus on it. Okay, so click and drag to move things around. Double click on the envelope. Slide the letter out. You came. I knew your curiosity would get the better of you. Please excuse the mess. My housekeeper abandoned me shortly after the rest of the world. The answers you seek are inside this box, along with something else. Something they said could never be. It is the only one in existence, and it is the key to incomprehensible power. This safe was constructed to keep it from lesser minds. I have every faith in you solving its mystery. You always were the smart one. With the enclosed key, I gift you one parting favor. Keep this eyepiece with you always. Without it, you are as blind as the rest. The stakes are higher than you could possibly imagine. And it appears to be signed with an AS. Click the key to collect it. Inventory object found. A small brass key with an animal motif. Rotate the lid to line up the key. This is the tutorial. Ah. Cool. Drag the key into the keyhole. Turn the key. It's very manual. Open the lid. Feed me, and I shall survive. Give me a drink, and I shall die. A curious eyepiece. Click the eyepiece icon to wear. It doesn't do anything. Perhaps something's missing. What does the note say? Feed me and I shall survive. Give me a drink and I shall die. Double click to focus on the note. Yeah, we read the note. Hi, Laura themselves. How are you? I'm glad that you love this Nick game. A riddle. The solution must be here somewhere. Feed me and I shall survive. Give me a drink give me drink and I shall die. Right click to zoom out. I'm gonna forget these controls. You'll find the answer somewhere on the safe. Does that mean the tutorial is done and now I'm into the problem solving? Bespoke safes for the gentry. Guildford, England. The world-renowned Talisman. Established 1807. Guaranteed thief and fireproof. I might be able to unscrew this if I had something to grip it with. What is it, Kira? What do you know? The riddle? Information redacted by occult powers. Oh, fire. Fire! Wood feeds it, but water puts it out. I guess I should give it a push. Inventory object found. A peculiar old key. There's something unusual about this key. I should take a closer look. Click on the key icon in the inventory to examine it. Rotate the end of the key. It looks like I can turn the end to make the key into a different shape. Back arrow to exit the inventory. Okay. Well, I mean, it seems like the key should go here. Shape I want it to be. That seems like the right shape. And apparently it was. I mean, this part should be easy. It's the tutorial. Inventory object found. An ornately engraved metal plate. The end looks like it could be used as a wrench. Well, I think we know where that goes. Without a lens, it's just an ordinary eyepiece. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I have no idea why I said that. In that way. Uh-huh. A lens! It looks like it would fit into the eyepiece. Click the eyepiece icon to wear. Okay. Lord Portico, occult powers confirmed. Uh-huh. Okay. Is the tutorial done now? They're not going to tell me any more about what I need to do? Oh. More for the keyhole. Is this blood? Is this fluorescing blood? I think it's fluorescing blood. Look, there are drips over on the floor. And there's the handprint. It could have been fluorescing anything. But I think it's blood. Alright. Triangles. Don't know what that's for, but maybe. Well, the handprint was near where the. Wonder. I mean, there wasn't one here, but. I'm not speaking in complete sentences. Sorry. You think you have been possessed by a spirit of secret knowledge. I believe that you have been possessed by a spirit of secret legal knowledge. Well, that certainly. I can't even tell. Am I back? I am back! Lord Portico, thank you for the 1,000 Corgo bits, and Hannah, thank you for the 100 bits. I don't know what's going on. Twitch, the whole time, has been like, your stream strength is excellent! But then Streamlabs disconnected for some reason, so I don't know. Sadly, I think you missed me. I did I spun. There was a puzzle. It won't let me show you. Here. I had to spin these discs until I made this shape, and then the door opened. And sadly, you missed that because the stream went offline and I did not notice. So I do apologize. Apparently, Twitch is telling me there's a train in the vicinity. Open the door. Well, let's take it out for a closer look. Chapter complete. That was the tutorial. Pleasing progress, but do you really think you have proven yourself yet? I don't think I have played this before. I played a game that was, you were in a room and it was like escape room-esque and you had to find things. This was not that game, so I don't think I have played this before. These 3 seals stand between me and the contents of its box. It's locked up tight. There must be a way to get into it. Alright. Well, we just had a tutorial to show us things. This up here. Gonna turn things around. Turn around with my right eye. Talk about the occult. At least they're nicer than sea lions? Oh dear. Well, that is certainly a thing. I lock Oh, I see you. I see you. Hey! An ancient, leather-bound book. The cover seems very ornate. I don't know that we have any books like this in our archives. I mean, we do have old leather-bound books. I don't know that we have any with elaborate locks like this. Don't fall back into Riven. This way. February 11th. My research continues at a snail's pace. With these barbaric instruments, I can barely read anything at all, but there is something there, between earth and fire, between water and air. I cannot see it, but I can see its presence. Like the shadow of the object without substance, yet betraying the shape and form of that which casts it. It is the final element, null. It brings meaning to the rest, just as all the numbers of the world are meaningless without their zero. The circle are petty fools, blinded by their dark arts and their greed. Alchemy is not the pursuit of callow gold. It is the pursuit of this. I mean, with a name like the Circle, of course they're going to be evil. If we have learned nothing from television, is that any organization called the Circle is bad. The only one that I can actually think of right now is from Deep Space Nine, because that's my main referent for the Circle. But I'm sure any other television instance of it, the Circle is bad. The Circle must be broken. Duty bound not to speak of that book in the archive. Wait. Which book in the archives? I key. It looks like it's for winding up clockwork. Hero, which book in the archives? Do we have a book that has elaborate locks on it like that? Because if so, I'm not aware of it. Which doesn't mean we don't. Okay. We don't have an old leather-bound book with a puzzle. Okay, you're going to have to show me that tomorrow. Because I don't know what book you're talking about. So it looks like upper right corner is this cross above a spiral. And lower right corner is this double cross sitting in a pool. I don't know what these symbols mean. I'm probably supposed to. That looks like a turtle. And we saw one up here on the top. It's like an Ultima castle with a doorway at the top. And if you've seen my Saturday streams, that might mean something to you. Otherwise, it might not. So we just need the lower right there. There is no book. You're trying. Oh, gotcha. Knowledge can be dangerous, and you don't know if the puzzle is meant to keep you out or keep something in. Take a look. It's in a book. All well and good until the book demon eats your brains! Yeah, that all sounds right. I'm just looking right now. I know I have a thing that we unlocked. I'm looking to see if there's the fourth corner of this puzzle, which I'm not seeing yet. I don't have any idea what to do here. So there's numbers. There's a 5. Why is there a heartbeat? Yeah, no, we don't have any books bound in human skin. The New York Public Library does, though. The New York Public Library has a book that has Contact Arsenic on its cover. 5, a 2, a 7. Looks like 6, if I could complete it. Maybe an 8. If you've seen the Librarian movies or the TV series, I believe that it had to have been based on the New York Public Library. A circular indentation seems to connect to the mechanism inside. Yeah, not plate with a cog symbol on it. A little square wind-up key I thought would go in here. Apparently I was wrong. Howl? A plate with an eye symbol on it. It doesn't seem to move. Oh! Derpy derp. 2 on the top. Actually, you're right, Scribbler. In the first movie, his interview was at the New York Public Library, and The library, I believe, was below the New York Public Library. I had forgotten all about that. Aha! 6 on the bottom, 5 on the left, and 7 on the right. Got it. Right? There's something up here. That's signed by that same AS person. Again, another entry from February 11th. My research continues at a snail's pace. With these barbaric instruments, I can barely read anything at all. But there is something there. Between earth, fire, between water and air, I cannot see it, but I can see its presence. Isn't this the entry that we just read in the book? Like the shadow of the object without substance, yet betraying the shape and form of that which casts it. It is the final element, null. It brings meaning to the rest, just as all the numbers of the world are meaningless without their zero. The circle are petty fools, blinded by their dark arts. Alchemy is not the pursuit of callow gold, it is the pursuit of this. 1 of 7? Every once in a while there's a little ding, and the question mark shows up in the upper left, offering me hints. Aha! I believe we have found where the key goes, but first I want to look around a little. Yeah, I cannot open that door. Sparks. Right, alright. That works. Okay. We need a way to light it, which we don't presently have. Because there's always a library under the actual library. In our case, it would be a very wet library since we're on a creek. Yep. We're on a creek. When it floods, which is grand fun. So this game, not like the atmosphere of it, but like the way the puzzles work, reminds me of a miniature telescope. Sorry, it doesn't remind me of a miniature telescope. It reminds me of it's a game. It was on iOS. Monument Valley had similar like game mechanics. Hi, Wraithfey. I'm enjoying this quite a lot so far. This was Adventures of Tony added this to the wheel, and so when I spun the wheel last week, this is what it spun. Also, Orangitis, I believe I said hi to you when the stream was suddenly non-functional a few minutes ago. So hello again. Take a peek, it's in a creek. The best part of the library is it's technically an extra-dimensional space. So it doesn't actually exist under the library, but under the library. Yes. It's like a light version of Myst. I feel like the puzzles are somewhat easier to solve. There's nothing to see until I've got this contraption working. Sure. Sure. Can't believe I've solved a number of puzzles already and I still haven't unlocked a single one of the locks. It smells of burning. Well, that could be because there are sparks that come out of it. What about you? Look like you should do something. Are all of the legs different? Aha! A short piece of cotton. It smells of paraffin. Are locks the new doors? Thwarted at every turn. I thought I had played this one before, but I have not. But I am enjoying it. Oh. Okay. Now do I have something to see? I get the feeling there's more to that than I saw. Would the eyepiece reveal anything? Trial. Oh! That's gotta be the password! I mean, I have another spinny puzzle. Apparently that is not the right... It looks like it should work. Oh. There? Oh, jeepers. I did it again. I started from the outside instead of spinning, and yeah. There we go. Brass plate with the letter L. I know where that goes. I think our library does need an extra dimensional space. L. Oh, it would be faster to go this way. E. R. I. Trial. One of the seals opened! 2 more and I'll be in. That was the one with the eye. I think there are quite a few extra dimensional spaces here, Kira. So the seal with the eye opened, but this eye is still here. Alright, let's see what we can find on this thing. I should always look through the eyepiece, shouldn't I? 2, 3? It looks like 2, 3. Dial safe, but there's a piece missing. You thought all libraries that had acquired enough knowledge to warp space-time. I mean, libraries have a lot of knowledge. That's another puzzle. Note. A note! May 8th. McAllister returns with the rubbings from Egypt. Guess it's not surprising that Egypt came into this. The pattern continues. The Tibetans call the null element space. To the Hindus, it is ether. And now to the Babylonians, it is simply up. To the other, the other direction. The realm of Ishtar. Of yet more significance is the recurring presence of the hexagonal globe. I saw it. I don't think it's the talk of the extra-dimensional spaces. I think it is just that I have crappy internet from an ISP that can't keep the internet working. That's what I think it is. I get weird interrupts watching Twitch too. That is what I want. What's going on? I've lost my game. Hello? Hello? Is there anybody out there? Just shout if you can hear me. Is there anyone here? Also, the game crashed. Twitch crashed. The game crashed. Let's continue. Oh, good. We didn't really lose anything. That's good. Can you see me now, Orangitis? My monitor of the stream, it looks like you should be able to. Maybe refresh? Yeah, we read that note, and that's when everything ended. Why would things work? Like, we need a key of some sort there. Alright, we have a puzzle here. Right. I don't know which is what. I don't know the symbol off the top of my head. We saw them. They were on the other box, though. And I did not notate what they were. Looking for things that will open. What? Kira, no. Star-shaped indentation. Now I'm scared of what might be waiting in my email. Oh, it's a Kira only thing. Good. I was scanning the recent emails. You made me look at my work email, and I'm not at work. Alright. These symbols are... Oh, what happens if I flip this? Can I flip this? Apparently nothing. I have no idea why that did something. I mean, absolutely Kira does this on purpose. A keyhole. Okay, I do not have the key. A 5. Wasn't there a 2? 2 with the down brush. Now we have up brush 5. Oh, it was you announcing you were running away. I'm sorry, Kira. I do not. It said there was a piece missing here. See, we have a 2 here, and there was a 5 up there. We still don't know what the bottom one is here. Do I have to know, though? Can't I just spin this one until it unlocks? You save your purposeless chaos for non-work things. Part of the PC UI are kind of janky since these were originally made for mobile. Hang on. Got more dropped frames. Of course I have more dropped frames. Thankfully, the stream does not appear to have fallen out of the frame. But, I mean, the interface doesn't seem bad, actually. In here. The right shape, but the hole isn't tall enough. Here? Uh-huh. Got it. I am quite enjoying these puzzles. A small cabinet. So far, we have one box. I'm not running all over like 17 islands that take me an hour to get everywhere. I don't like the heartbeat, though. The heartbeat is freaking me out. Yeah, I know what to keep. An enameled brass star. and a more elaborate lock. Why the heartbeat? New note! June 21st. Take note of this date. It is the most significant in human history. I have done it! A human subject was required. The catalyst was my own being. Fatigued by my studies, I entered the chamber without disabling the mechanism. When I regained consciousness, I had succeeded. The null element is beyond curious, being neither quite energy nor matter. I have already made great strides in its study, specifically in how it refracts the light. Tonight, I open the wine. Number 3 of 7. Okay, there is a gold knight, white knight with an axe, white knight with a mace, guarding a thing, brass ring, knight with a sword. Gold knight doesn't have a weapon and appears to have something on his back. I mean, did he go to the IRB and the Human Subjects Review Board? I need to see the results of the Institutional Review Board's analysis of his experiment, and all of the approvals for human subjects research. You've been watching a stream of The Wine? Don't open the wine? There's a game called The Wine? Is it a fun game? Should I be playing it? Alright. We have a 2 and a 5. I mean, that would have been too easy. Okay, but that was really easy. You're assuming this institution is required to have an IRB. Is it receiving federal funding? You know, I wouldn't put it past federal funding. Maybe this is some secret, like, DARPA project. Oh. Okay, here's the numbers. 2 on the right, 5 on the left. No? 2 on the left, 5 on the right. And a large, oddly shaped key that turns. Is this going to turn into a Jekyll Hyde situation? I don't know. Alright, that is not right. Something like that? Maybe? Nope. Alright. Right side, arm up, leg up, left side, leg down, no left arm. Oh! Well, hey, it's giving me a guide. That's nice. I didn't expect that. That seems good. A circular plate with a star emblem. Circular plate with... Oh. I forgot we opened that. I distracted myself because I forgot we opened that. It wouldn't go here, would it? Apparently, yes. Second one! Two seals open! First, we look with the strange eyepiece. Okay, so we need to turn that. Like... Nona stadastra mollis e terris v. Not to the stars. A terrace would be from Earth. I don't know mollis. Anybody have Latin vocabulary? Calm, gentle, pliant, yielding. Violent for V. So. Nonus Chad Astra, Melissa Terrence V, according to the captions. To the stars. From Earth. It is not. Calm to the stars from the violent Earth? I haven't done Latin since high school. No easy way from Earth to the stars. So, non is no. Est is, ad is to, astra is stars, mollis is like calm, soft, something along those lines. A is from, terrace is earth, and V is violence or violent. So it is not easy to the stars. Don't go to space, the stars will punch you! Oh, V, as in via, so way. Okay, gotcha. The way to the stars is not... The way to the stars from Earth is not easy. Is how I would have translated that in my high school Latin class. Stars are pointy. Yeah, the way from Earth to the stars is not easy. Sorry, I got distracted by the Latin words, and I had, I think, 3 years of Latin in high school. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to turn this. Yeah, I see. You say to turn it, but I can't. Hard to tell what exactly, but something is missing here. I'm fine. Didn't work. Let's see the thingy. Don't think I have what I need to make this go. Look at that. It's a little moon. Symbol. Got some screws. I had 1 year of French in middle school, and then I took Latin in high school. I was at a public high school. I feel like there are gears missing here. This mechanism looks like it slides upwards. And then I had 1 year of American Sign Language in college, and 1 year of Spanish, or 1 semester of American Sign Language, 1 semester of Spanish, and 1 semester of... Alright. Need to figure out how to turn those. "13 years of Italian." Yeah, there's definitely some similarities there. Year of Spanish in 4th grade, French from 5th through 11th, Latin in 9th and 10th, Hebrew from 5th to 8th, and Japanese for freshman and sophomore years of colleges. Yeah, that's a lot of languages. As a kid, I had... Oh, I know what that's doing. I don't know how far I need to turn it. In kindergarten, I learned some Hawaiian, because we lived in Hawaii, and they taught Hawaiian in all of the elementary schools. And the dot... that goes there. And somehow I magically got that one in the right spot. So now the one with the... Oh, it's behind this locked thing. I need a screwdriver. What's here? And then I've done a bit of Irish and Welsh on Duolingo. But not recently, so I don't really remember much of it. Four years of French in high school. Never did learn to speak the language. I think French, my 1 year of French in middle school, is the one that I honestly remember the best out of any language I have studied. 8th grade French stuck with me more than anything else. Alright, I am missing something. That goes there. I do this, there's stuff missing. +10 years of German plus a semester abroad. 3 years of Latin. You can still read a bit of both, yeah. I spent 2 weeks in Brazil my freshman year in college, and my Latin and French and Spanish, I was able to make out what the newspaper was saying, but that was about it. For Brazilian Portuguese, similarities were enough that I could figure out what headlines were in the newspaper. I spent a month in the Netherlands in grad school. And that I never could get the hang of Dutch or Nederlands. But I love the sound of it. I love the language. I really wish I could learn it. I actually, like, they have a rough equivalent to Broadway, and so there are cast albums of Broadway musicals that you can get in the Dutch language, which of course I have done. I have Legally Blonde, that I really enjoy in Nederlands. It is so much fun to listen. 45 years in France. Yeesh. All of the Romance languages made your brain go, buh. I mean, at least you weren't trying to learn Romanian. Never did enough speaking listen stuff. Yeah, my German teacher was horrible. My German teacher taught German, Italian, Spanish, and basically all of the opera languages my German teacher taught. And he did not do any of them well. Most of the German I remember is Zigaretten, because all of the stories in the textbook were about Zigaretten. And our final for my German class was watching Das Boot, and we had to do film analysis. We weren't being graded on our proper grammar, or in fact our answers were to be written in English, but we had all the questions were about film analysis and the artistic choices made in the film. Les Mis musical in French is amazing. Okay, there's got to be something I am missing. I'm not sure where to go at this point. I missed. To turn this, but it seems to be behind screw that I don't know how to get loose. There are gears missing here. Final project for 11th grade French was translating an abridged version. But see, that's a translation thing. That's a language thing. Our questions that we were doing for German, like, yeah, you had to be able to understand the film. But the questions were film analysis. They weren't utilizing the language, which was really frustrating to me. I have an anime book, or like a manga. Sorry, I have a manga of Les Mis that I got at the American Library Association Midwinter Conference. It has an eye. Nothing to do with this anymore. It's weird. And just have it be the... Hey, look, it's that last symbol that we were looking for that I just didn't look for anymore. Because I was like, I can just turn it until it gets right. It was in here all along. Japanese, or translation of the Rurouni Kenshi chapter. Archaic and modern Japanese mixed. That would be like... I don't even know what the equivalent would be in English. Oh my gosh! It's that simple? Heck. Hello, drawer? Why will you... Oh. I went one too far. It needs to be lower left corner. Too far. Got it. An elastic band. A large cog. You read Les Mis a couple years ago. It's a book that could and should be abridged. So much extra stuff in there that not at all relevant to the story. I have never read it. I've seen the musical way too many times because there was a period in time where every single production company was producing Les Mis. Around about the time the movie came out, all of the community theaters were doing Les Mis. Hey, we have a small screwdriver. I know what I'm doing with that. This feels like a fidget box. Ha! I got it! The musical's a decent abridgment of the story. Have you read War and Peace? I ask this because it is also musical related. Ow. Peculiar... plastic. Keyhole. War and Peace. The Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812 is based on a portion of War and Peace. And it was an excellent music. Apparently that's not ready to happen yet. Oh! Keyhole! No? Is not where the key goes? You've not read War and Peace. I've listened to War and Peace. I don't know that I would say I've read it. I mean, yes, I would say I've read it, because I think listening to an audiobook is essentially the same as reading. I listened to War and Peace from Audible. Where's the rubber band go? Probably goes inside here. One moment. Sorry about that. I had a question from Philip regarding the location of something in the kitchen. I attempted to answer. I did not know the answer off the top of my head. And you all got captions for everything I said, even though I muted the microphone. So hopefully you didn't hear. I think I muted the microphone. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Yes, audiobooks are reading. So backseating is allowed. If you have a suggestion, I would just ask that you not give me answers outright, but if you can point me in the right direction, like tell me where I should be looking, that would be great. I've seen where the large key goes already. Here? That doesn't... It doesn't seem to move. Also, I should be doing this. Shouldn't I? Well, that didn't do that. Maybe it's one of them? It also might not be this key. But I'm going to play with this for a minute. You listen to Dune as an audiobook. The Harry Potter audiobooks were actually really good. There was something else with a weird shape. Yeah, I like that they've added the ability to have like a sample. You can listen to a sample because sometimes the narrator will just kill it. Usually they're really, really good. My favorite narrator was Catherine Kellgren. She died a couple of years ago. She's the one that did Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters. She may have done Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, I'm not sure. There are not any oddly shaped keyholes at the moment. The oddly shaped keyhole, I already... But... something as simple as part of look up like up here. Here? Uh-huh. This key does not seem like it goes in there. But I see it now. But wow, that just didn't make any sense. The wrong shape. Alright, these are just backward. It didn't look big enough. A Narnia radio drama that had David Suchet as Aslan. James Marsters in the Dresden Files. I've not heard him narrate. Lord Portico, enjoy your basic nutritional care. And yeah, I will see you later for whatever announcement the Streampunks have tonight with Thomas Maroney from Star Trek Online. Okay, so that one can come off again if I need it to. Thank you for the hint, because that would have taken me forever, because that certainly did not seem like it would fit. That key in the inventory looked way too small for that space. Here? Well, that didn't work. I need a big cog. Thank you. There we go. Yay, it turns! And now we have the lead pipe to kill someone with. A long, narrow steel tube. I imagine that goes... doesn't? Hard to tell what exactly, but something's missing there. Doesn't go in there? That's surprising. Semi-oblique hints for the win! And I still have the screwdriver. Oh. Alright, that just looked like something I should interact with. Kira, I don't know what would have come up on the captions for that, but they are automated, so they are known as craptions. Kill 2. I really feel like it should go there. But apparently it does not. Replace the word cog Oh dear. Oh, Kira, that is amazing. Uh, oh. Um, Apparently I cannot judge proportion. So, it's got some kind of small key. Now we have a wood puzzle. Oh, you know, I bet. Aha! Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay. That needs to go roughly there. This needs to go... Oh, jeez. There. Thing along those lines, and then if I spin the wheel of fortune. Got it! A small silver shield. I bet I know where that goes. No? Doesn't go on the Golden Knight? White Knight? Knight with the mace. Apparently the shield does not go on the knights? Well... I thought I knew where that went. Anything else to do here? Has this constellation on it. There's something missing something. Oh. No. What if... just... that doesn't do any... An old photograph. REV 605. I can't look at this through the eyepiece, apparently. 605. I guess that's what we need to turn this to once we're able to turn it. On the right track with the knife. Apparently I was holding it in the wrong spot. An oval gemstone. Because I tried putting it on the knight. I had to lower it. Gemstone! Alright. Aha! There's the hands. Six, 5. Chapter complete. Pleasing progress, but do you really think you have proven yourself yet? Where are we now? A whole new puzzle box! Start by looking through the eyeglass. Don't... Ooh. There's a fingerprint. Yeah, human subject. Get to proving yourself? Alright. A box with some kind of puzzle on top. Definitely getting junk phone calls now on my cell phone, and I don't like it. July 15th. My research into the null element continues at pace. Given the nature of its origin, I am increasingly convinced that it is somehow tied to my very soul. Its properties are becoming clear. It derives a colossal energy from somewhere. I have fashioned a device through which to channel and focus it, but I am fearful of further experimentation. I lack the understanding to control it. Okay. This is note number 4 of 7. We have a puzzling box. No. That. Okay, I need to transfer it to one that will connect there. I can get it onto this piece. That would be nice. That piece never connect. Oh, it just. Next there, and so does that one. So does. I'm gonna move the ball off here. Then onto this piece. And then here. And there. Voila! An ordinary key. That actually wasn't too difficult of a puzzle. Kind of a fun puzzle. That is not an ordinary keyhole. Got a little spot here for something, a square hole for something to fit into. That doesn't turn. Boxed. Wheel missing here. Aha! A keyhole. Oh. This is one of those. Alright, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4. Orangitis, thank you for coming by. Enjoy your dinner, and I will see you later for the Clear Skies special announcement, whatever it is. It is a frame for a piece of paper with a viewing lens. What? Sigil. Okay. What would it have looked like if I went... Look... I mean, I guess I don't... I missed that part. Sigil? Alright, I don't see letters for me to put the word in anywhere. Globe. A bunch of stars. Oh dear. Okay, so there's a 5. Gotcha. Yeah. I was like, can I spell the word out? And the answer was no. I should focus on the sides of this box for now. Okay. I've been chastised. Chastened? I don't know. Looking at the box sides. I know sigil. It looks like it should move, but it doesn't. The C is reversed. SS Itari is mixed up and blind. Sorry, that is a really obscure reference. If anybody gets it, I will be very surprised. Also, a small square peg. Where might a small square peg go? How about in a place that holds a little square thingamajigger? No? In a small square hole. But surprisingly, the small square hole apparently is not where it goes. Anybody have an idea for the C is reversed, SS Itari is mixed up and blind? It is a very LA thing. But also super obscure. And also, I've never been to LA. But it's LA by association because it's all about LA. I can always get the clue from the game if I need to. Star-shaped indication. So, since nobody seems to know the C is reversed, SS Itari is mixed up and blind, I will assume none of you ever saw Michael J. Fox's first movie in the US, which was called Midnight Madness. It was a Disney film, and he was credited under the name Michael Fox. Clue 1 of 3. There's a pattern on that square peg. I wonder if it matches something nearby. I mean, it does. What? Okay, what am I not understanding? It lights up, it clearly goes here, but it's locked. I can't get to. What does the note say? We read the note. Incidentally, Midnight Madness also had Paul Rubens in it. Credited as Paul Rubens before he was Pee Wee Herman. July 15th. My research into the null experiment continues at pace. Given the nature of its origin, I am increasingly convinced that it is somehow tied to my very soul. Its properties are becoming clear. It derives a colossal energy from somewhere. I have fashioned a device through which to channel and focus it, but I am fearful of further experimentation. I lack the understanding to control it. So we had, when I was a kid, try the little light thing, get them all. I will try. Sigil. Gotcha. When I was a kid, the Disney Channel would do like free preview weekends, and we got my parents would use the VHS recorder and just record on super long tapes everything from the Disney Channel preview weekends. We never subscribed to the Disney Channel, we just got it for free from their preview weekends. And so Midnight Madness was one of the movies that we had on those tapes, and I loved it. It's about basically a giant scavenger hunt with teams competing against one another. Definitely not up to today's standards of decency and respect towards people, but as a product of its time, it was actually quite a fun movie. I mean, the hint about I don't seem to be able to light it up. This clearly goes here, but I'm missing something to make that possible. The Q-shaped panel looks different through my eyepiece. Thank you, Game Clue. Ha 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 ha. Other way. There we go. Well, that took more to figure out than it should have. Sigil. A bright blue crystal emanating a strange light. And a note. July 29th. A new discovery has shaken me to my core. To investigate the refractive properties of the null element, I fashioned lenses from it. To wear one is troubling and exhausting in equal measure, and I am shown visions that are beyond my comprehension. The visions turn darker and deeper the deeper into the earth I go. I have relocated my study to the North Tower. I can no longer visit the wine cellar. And that is note number 5 of 7. Hi, Shadowstro. How are you? Alright. Now I think we might have something that we can use to light this up. Okay, I think it goes down here. Aha! Yes, it does. Just got home about 20 minutes ago. Were you at work? I can clarify the light into a laser beam. Haha! How was work today? I don't know what you do, but hopefully it was a good day. Also, homemade chili sounds good. I'm not a huge chili fan because a lot of chilies have beans in them, and I'm not a huge fan of beans. But homemade chili would give me the opportunity to have chili without beans. I know where this goes. Gotta go here. Repair cell phones and computers. Well, I'm glad that work went well. Hexagonal. Some sort of device for reflecting light. Also, good on you for repairing phones and computers. I like my computer quite a lot. It was given to me as a gift, and then I added to it some additional, an additional hard drive and some additional RAM. But I'm wondering if it is an issue with my computer that keeps giving me the little glitch for the internet where my, like, watching Twitch, just watching Twitch, everything will be going along fine and it'll just drop for a second and have to completely reload. But I can watch the same stream on my iOS device and that doesn't happen. And so I don't know if it's the Twitch servers or if it's my computer. I've tried resetting the routers and things like that. Yes, I've been using Chrome. Is it a Chrome issue? Because I could download another browser. I'm not going to use Edge. But I could download another browser and try something different. Try using Firefox. I will attempt that. Like, Chrome has all my bookmarks shared across various computers, but I don't mind exporting them to Firefox. Elba! Thank you for the 100 bits, and that's such a great Vanna emote. Welcome in. Okay, are we making the thing? Aha! There's a thing to rotate. Got it. Vanna is one of the only people that I've actually seen with the animated emotes so far. I know, like, Critical Role has them. I haven't looked to see who all I'm subbed to that has animated emotes. Right now, they're only available to partners. Probably Chrome you were having issues with Twitch and Chrome. Wait, Twitch has a desktop app? Oh, those Yoshis are really cool. I did not know that Twitch had a desktop app. I'm gonna have to investigate that. Apparently, this is a tiny puzzle box. Oh, it's a key now. A star-shaped key. Jordan Rasco? Those are good emotes. I have not really put very much thought into animated emotes yet, because at the moment it seems like it's going to be a while before they will be an option for me. Although, my little hello daggers seem like one that'll be relatively easy to animate. Yeah, I didn't know that there was a desktop app. Those are cool. I love them. I'll try Firefox or the desktop app. It's been recent that this started being an issue for me. And like maybe a month or so. That's weird. I apparently can't do anything with that yet. Yes. Only usable when zoomed in. Yes. Is this a puzzle too? Everything in this game is a puzzle. I should know that by now. Opera? Yeah, I used Opera a number of years ago at work. But Opera tends to suffer from a lot of the same issues as Chrome because Opera is just built on Chrome's infrastructure. Firefox is built separately. Yeah, I will give it a try. I will try other alternatives. Don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Because that has been a big frustration for Twitch viewing for me. This is the same whether I look at it through the lens or not. Alright, I have the light here. Oh, let's do here. Can I put it in here? Yes. Okay. Yes, Shadowstro, we will be raiding Q times. And hopefully somebody can let me know like as soon as they go live. Because with them not doing their regular show, I don't know if they're gonna have like a countdown at the start of stream or not. Hopefully they will give a little bit of time at the start of stream so that people can arrive before they do the announcement. Oh. like when they go countdown to stream live, that's when I generally raid in while the countdown is going. But the channel has to be live for me to be able to do a raid. So the channel has to show as live before I can raid into it. I mean, I guess I could raid into the channel before it goes live, but have a pressure gauge, a lit thing. I have a telescope that shows me weird stuff. I've lit one side of this. I don't know how to make it light other stuff. I need to light the other side. Lauren, it's nice to have you here for a change. I'm always, every Monday, I'm live here and raid into Q Times for the show. Because this time works for me for streaming, and then, where else would I go at the end of stream? Puzzle box. I know there's a clue if I want to. Shadowstar, according to the announcement, it is, it's Q&A as well as an announcement involving Thomas Moroni from Star Trek Online. The guy that designed the USS Ross. So I don't know what that means. It's Tuesday morning for you. Xander finishes at 9 a.m. your time. You go from his stream to work and then generally have Clear Skies on in the background. Yeah, and Xander has rated me, I think, twice. One was my random Tuesday stream that I did. I don't normally stream on Tuesdays. And at least one other time, possibly two other times, I went live early enough on a Monday that he rated into me, which was very much appreciated. Because he ends right when I'm going live on Monday. I don't know about new official art. Because the show is... I don't know. I don't really want to speculate. The Ross is already in Star Trek Online, so... yeah, I don't know. Oh, Lauren, were you dropping a link? If you want to let Kira know what it is... also, like, you're a mod, so I basically trust you, but Kira will have to give you permission. Lead ship and UI artist Thomas Moroni will be appearing on Clear Skies tonight to talk about his creation of their ship, the USS Ross. The special announcement relates to Clear Skies, not to STO. Great, thank you for that. So, Wraith, both buttons do the same thing. Yeah, because it didn't make sense. I didn't know what they would be announcing that would be Star Trek Online related, other than if they wanted to... because the Ross is already in Star Trek Online. But it wouldn't make sense to do an announcement this week if it was the Borku. Like, it would make sense to do an announcement of the Klingon ship being added to STO next week, when... which I have no information. There's nothing to indicate that that is happening. Um, I was just saying, like, if that was to be, like, a special announcement, it would have made sense to do it next week and not this week. So I wasn't thinking that it was a Star Trek Online announcement at all. Might need to do the light panel. Adventures of Tony, welcome! How are you? You added this game to the wheel, and we are playing it. It's not the first game you added to the wheel, but it is the one the wheel chose. 8 whole months. Oh gosh! I just was saying hi. I didn't even register that was a resub. Thank you so much for your 8-month resub. Also, how has it been 8 months? I think it was inspired by Riven. I don't know. It's a fun game. You added the entire room series, which just means that the room, whatever the second game is, will go on the wheel once we're done with this one. Got to be a morning after. Oh, did I ever turn this? Yes, I did. Okay. Something. The box. You just finished the latest room game. You don't remember the early ones at all, but you love a good puzzle. Okay, I'm gonna get a clue. What do those buttons in the hatch below the light do? They make the pressure go away, and then they do nothing. They both do that. You gotta give me more. Yes. Oh, it hasn't been long enough to get clue 2. So I should be focusing on the buttons. But I don't understand them. Like, what do they do? The buttons seem to activate a timer. I thought I heard another hatch open. What? Don't give me timed puzzles. No! It's a timed puzzle. A star-shaped piece of map. Tibet, I think. Okay, that's one of them. I was not getting that auditory clue. A brass key with multiple folding parts. Okay. I bet. 2, and we've got a key to fit this lock. That looks good. No. That looks... No. Oh, these two need to switch. Another small reflecting device! Yes! Grand. And we'll just put that right there. We lit up one more light. Okay. All right. Is there a thing over here? No. Of course it couldn't be that easy, right? Something is blocking the light. Did I miss something? That's a grid. Wish it had something on it. Oh, also, let's look at this through the thing. Aha! Reflector powers! That one doesn't work. Alright, that configuration is not working. Why is that configured? Aha. Got it. A whole star map. An oddly shaped piece of map, part of South America. Three! It's already your birthday on Guam! When you get back, we will talk about this. Oh, it's like Southern Cross or something. 4 across, left top to right bottom, and then make it a... Rumors for D&D character. This is your sort of 10-minute warning. In fact, yeah, queue times should be going live in 10-ish minutes. A square piece of map. August 9th. The circle were right all along. How can I have been so blind? I have discovered a passage in their Scriptus Nocti, an incantation lacking the energy source to drive it. Well, I have such a source. This night, I summon Astaroth. Sorry. Whom the Babylonians called Ishtar. Prince of accusers and inquisitors, and he who can discover all secrets. Once correctly bound, all knowledge of the null element can be mine. I can barely contain myself. There's so much to prepare. That's 6 of 7. I laugh at Astaroth because Astaroth is the name of the wizard in Bedknobs and Broomstick. Triguna, Aquaides, Tricorum, Satisti. Rumors and secrets? Yes? What? Ah, there we go. The whole table moved. Chapter complete. Pleasing progress. But do you really think you have proven yourself yet? We'll click continue, but I don't know if I will get an initial look at it. I'm gonna just my regular preparation for them. Alright, channel is already live. They have a 10-minute countdown going. So we will go ahead and leave the game there for tonight and return to the room next Monday. We're at note 6 of 7. I have no idea how much more is left in this game. If we do happen to finish it next week, I will spin the wheel, and we will play whatever comes up on the wheel. So, you know, it's Mystery Mischief Monday. If we finish a game, we spin the wheel. Thank you, everybody, for coming by tonight. It has been an absolute blast. I'm really enjoying the room game. I will be live again on Wednesday at 2:30 Eastern Time. For Archival Adventures. That's the show that I do from the archives at Virginia Tech. We're continuing, this will be our last week looking at home remedies, patent medicines, and folk medicines. And then my next video game stream will be on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. where I am playing Ultima 4, Quest of the Avatar. It's a game from 1985 and an early open world story driven RPG. Having a lot of fun with that. And then on Sunday I stream at 1 p.m. Eastern time, playing through Mass Effect for the first time. I think we're gonna run out of side quests this week and have to actually do some main quest. And then from that I usually raid into the Gax pack. So it would be lovely to have you all join me at any of those times. We will be back again Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, for my regular Monday stream, where, like I said, we'll continue with the room. Also, Adventures of Tony, if you are back, happy freaking birthday! But I'm gonna go ahead and be setting up the raid. It's a pretty short game, all things considered. Third one gets spooky. Wait, there's a VR one? But I don't have I have a computer that claims to be VR ready, but I don't have a VR headset, so I guess I won't be playing the VR one, unless it can be played non-VR. Anyway, thank you everybody who came by. Thank you everybody who threw bits. Thank you for sticking with me through the couple of internet bobbles where my stream decided to just drop for a second. Someday those internet issues will get fixed. But I'm going to go ahead and queue up the raid so that we are sure to be over at Q Times before the Streampunks go live for their Q&A session and announcement. thank you everybody for coming by. Let me just set up the raid and quit talking and actually set up the raid. Alright. Raid is set up. If you are a subscriber and you have the emotes, you can copy out the raid message there and just use that to say hello when we get there. Otherwise, just say hello. You could do the hashtag Rogue Raid and throw whatever emotes you want. If you have my emotes, you can copy that and paste it in, and it'll give you the emotes when you get over there. If you wouldn't mind clicking the little thing on the screen, the little circle and live button to get rid of the refer link at the top. Don't know if it helps, but it probably does help with their actual views, getting rid of that refer link. Anyway, thank you again, everybody, for stopping by, and I will catch you next time. Get out there and do some shenanigans.